Welcome to the Sports Scouting Report podcast with Lee Brecheen.
Hi, everyone. We're recording. You're listening to the Sports Scouting Report. I'm your host, Lee Brecheen. Today's guest is a big-time recruit for the class of 222, Alexandria High School. They call it ASH if you're from Cenla, Louisiana. Theron T.J. Johnson. Theron, thanks for joining us today, man.
Yes, sir.
So I told you the other day when I talked to you, I said, man, I would love to get you on our podcast to promote Alexandria High School, and I want to promote you, and I know Coach Bachman is proud of you, and you're a junior. You're going to be a senior. Your senior season is yet to come around, and you're a 222 class wide receiver that I've seen play. By the way, I didn't tell you this, but I saw you play as a sophomore. You're pretty good then.
Yes, sir.
What is it like playing for Coach Thomas Bachman? I watched Bachman in high school when he played for Evangel. That's how old I am, Theron. But your coach is a phenomenal. He's a genius as an offensive mind, isn't he?
Yes, sir. Him and our offensive coordinator, Coach Vic, they come up with great schemes. Coach K, our quarterback coach, and Coach Dahano, the receiver coach. They all come up with a game for us every Friday to go out there and execute any team.
Theron, make sure you're in a good spot. You're going in and out on us because they're going to have trouble hearing you here, but just make sure you kind of move to one spot. Don't move and it kind of like stay still in that one spot, I guess, or wherever you are with it. But I know we're doing this by cell phone today, but, you know, what was it like playing in a state championship game this past year? It was the first trip ever for Ash High School. You know, we all know it as Alexandria High School, but what was it like playing in the first state title game in the history of the school?
That was crazy. That was obviously a big accomplishment for our team. Ash never made it that far, never made the state title in football, and just for like our team to make it in that group of teams, and they've been on that since they freshman year. So that was a great experience.
And look, it was a great game. Unfortunately, y'all came up short, but it was 35-34. Acadiana won. But hey, man, look. The first team ever to go to a state championship game, and y'all had some serious talent on that team. I'm going to mention some of your seniors, and I know you're friends with them. Dylan Dozart signed with McNeese State, offensive lineman. Shield Taylor, tight end, signed with Stanford. Was on the cover of our magazine last year. Cole Jensen is walking on at Northwestern State, offensive lineman. Jermaine McNeil, Trinity Valley, Texas Junior College, a linebacker. Jude Barton. What's the latest on your quarterback, Jude? Has he announced where he's going to school?
I've talked to him about it, but he never gave me a real answer yet.
Okay, so he's still pretty much a free agent on where he's going. Trevon Colbert, what do you think of your buddy Trevon? He was a heck of a senior receiver, too.
Yes, sir. Trey, I grew up with him. He stayed right across the street from my grandmother, and that's all he was talking about. So when he transferred from Toga to Ash, that was crazy. We would talk about it. It was like, next year, you know, we got to go to the state. That's what we was planning. So that's what we accomplished.
Yeah, and also Rashad Thompson, a linebacker, a senior. C.J. Keatland was the MVP of the title game, 14 tackles on defense. Graham Vaughn, Abu Kamara, not the Saints Kamara, but y'all's Kamara.
Yes.
Zarella Swazer came over from Bolton High School, had a great career at linebacker. Keontae Gaines. I mean,
yes, sir.
That was a special senior group. What did you learn from these seniors?
The most I learned from these group of kids was dedication and commitment and determination. Them guys never gave up. They always pushed through the end of the game. That was our mentality the whole season. Never give up. We always knew we were going to be the underdog, so we just kept fighting and clawing until we made it all the way to the top.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have more of Theron Johnson, who's a 6'4", 185, 190-pound receiver from Alexandria High School. I'm going to talk about what I think about Theron and his ability and what he could become in 222. I think he's a national recruit. I think he's one of Louisiana's best. And he reminds me of a kid that graduated this year. I'll share that when we come back. We'll be right back. Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
It's time for Going Deep in Recruiting.
Welcome back to Sports Scouting Report. I'm your host, Lee Brecheen. Our guest is Theron Johnson, a receiver from Alexandria High School, as they call it, Ash High School in Sinlaw in Alexandria. But Theron, you go by TJ, I hear. Bachman calls you TJ.
Yes, sir.
Do you rather be called Theron or TJ?
I would prefer TJ.
All right, man. I'm going to call you TJ from here on out. TJ, you remind me of Brian Thomas that signed with LSU this year from Walker High School, who was one of the top receivers in the country. You look like you could be his brother, man. You're the same size, same speed. You're smooth, man. You're fast. You're 4.5 or better in the 40. You got really good hands. You wear the same number 11 that Brian wore at Walker. But
yes, sir.
Tell everybody about your recruitment. And you told me on the phone the other day that you like LSU, Ohio State, the Buckeyes, and then Texas A&M. Tell me why you like those three schools.
I've always been a big fan of Ohio State, just because my favorite receiver, Michael Thomas, he went there, and I always wanted to, just follow where he was going. And LSU, obviously, that's home. That's right here in Louisiana. That's right there in the backyard. That would be a great experience playing for my home state. And Texas A&M, when Johnny was there, I was a big fan. That is feeling no way about going to Texas A&M.
Nobody's in the lead, right? It's really all three of them. They're pretty even, I guess.
Yes, sir.
You told me you talked to LSU's assistant coach, Andre Carter, the D-line coach. What do you think of Andre Carter?
Coach Carter's a pretty cool dude. We had a great conversation when we were speaking. We talked for like 20 to 30 minutes, having a great conversation. But it wasn't about football. It was about, life. It was about things that he could be a better man.
Yeah, and look, wherever you are, Theron, make sure you stay in one spot, man. You're going in and out with the dead area there. But look, you mind if I talk about some of the juniors in your class, some of your teammates?
Yes, sir.
What do you think of some of the guys in the 222 class? Y'all have a large group again. I think y'all can go back to the state title game. I really do. Dalen Hammond is another receiver. Don Butler, a safety. Jarvis Newton, who had 72 yards in the championship game, running back. Abel Peterman, one of the top kickers in the state. Jamari Monette, what do you think of Jamari? He was offered by a big school the other day, 6'4", 267, your DN. Jamari's a pretty good defensive end, huh?
Yes, sir. Jamari's a dog. In the weight room, that's one of our top leaders. He's getting at everybody. Working hard. He works hard. Everybody. He's just great all around.
And then you got a big O-line coming back. Man, you got to be happy being a receiver. I mean, y'all had a good O-line this past year, and I know that y'all lost Dylan Dozart, but I mean, man, y'all returned Zach Graving, who's 315, 6'3", John Curtis Goodman, he's 6'5", 280, 290. Colby Heath is 6 foot 280. Tristan Pugh, he's over 250. What is it about the O-line at Alexandria, man? Y'all got some big guys now.
Yes, sir. I guess you could say that our O-line is pretty. Them kids out there, the O-linemen this year, they're some dogs. So they put in work in the weight room. Then they're 24/7 pushing each other, pushing everybody else. I watch them do workout almost every day. I'll be surprised every day how much they can just lift, how much they get at the weight room.
Okay, now when we come back, I'm gonna take a break. When we come back, I want to tell everybody you're a heck of a basketball player too. And I know you like basketball. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have more of Theron. TJ, call him TJ Johnson, the receiver from Alexandria High School, 6'4", 185 pounds, a junior, one of the top prospects in the country. We'll be right back. Looking for a used car? Harvey Autos has 3 dealerships, which means 3 times the used vehicles. They've got everything from fuel-efficient compacts to luxury models, even hybrids, and certified pre-owned with a warranty. Check out John Harvey Toyota, Harvey Subaru, or Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City. Welcome back. You listen to Sports Scouting Report. Theron Johnson's our guest from Alexandria High School, a junior receiver, one of the top players in the country. TJ, what do you think of basketball, man? You average 10 points a game, 8 rebounds a game. You tell me you can shoot it pretty good. You can shoot the rock. And what is it about basketball? And it helps you in football. You can tell, like Brian Thomas at Walker, that the basketball games helped you in football.
Yes, sir. Basketball translates a lot to football. When I'm doing my releases, basically just basketball, just with no ball. So, but basketball was always one of my first sports that I was actually chose as a little kid. I remember when I was like 7, I used to always be out late at night on the goal that was outside.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's your strength in basketball? You think? What's your biggest strength? Is it rebounding? Is it shooting? Or is it dribbling? Or what is your strength?
I think my biggest strength is my teammates involved. I think I can pass the ball very well. I get everybody involved in the game.
Now, football. What's your favorite part about football besides getting the TDs? But what is your favorite part of being a receiver? And what do you think you need to work on?
My favorite part about being a receiver is definitely block. Just going to get somebody, blocking them, the physicality. That's definitely my favorite part about football.
What do you think you need to work on? I know you're going to keep getting bigger. You're probably going to weigh 200 pounds easily in college.
Yes, sir.
But anything you need to work on?
Some stuff I think I need to work on personally. My brakes could be better. Get speed up, and always my route running and my catch ability.
Who are some of your favorite role models in the pro game or college game? You got any idols at receiver? I mean, LSU's got Terrace Marshall and Jamar Chase probably going in the first round this summer, and then you've got I grew up watching Randy Moss and Jerry Rice, but those are probably way before your time. But anybody that you like at receiver? Do they play for the Chiefs or anybody like that?
I'm definitely a big fan of Michael Thomas, Devontae Adams. I think he has one of the best releases in football right now. And I really like Justin Jefferson.
Oh, Justin had a great year, didn't he? I thought he got robbed not being rookie of the year, don't you?
Yes, sir. I thought he had it in the bag.
I mean, he dominated. He broke all the records for a rookie in catches. He probably would have had more TDs. He didn't even play a full year. He didn't even start till about week 4. And you know what's crazy about that, TJ? He didn't even have the best quarterback throwing the ball. No offense, but it's not. He didn't have Drew Brees throwing to him or Mahomes.
Yes, sir.
So what about college football? What do you like most? Is there a conference you like most, or who do you watch the most in college?
I'm a big fan of watching Ohio. I definitely watch a lot of LSU. My favorite league or conference in football is probably college football.
So your family, are they big football fans, or are you the first football player in the family? Does this go back to your dad or any your uncles?
My uncle played football in high school, but he didn't play after that.
So what are the goals you think this coming year? I know you were so close, man, to winning the state championship. Y'all scored more points on Acadiana than any team, I think, besides Catholic High. They didn't give up more than 10 a game. Y'all scored 34 points in that state title game at Northwestern. But what do y'all think y'all have to do to get back? I know it's tough, man. Y'all play some tough teams every year, but what do you think's the key to get this young team back, being one of the older guys coming back?
Definitely hard work, dedication, and leadership. We're going to need a lot of leadership because we're going to play with mostly juniors next year. And but that's all just comes with experience. So I'm pretty sure the seniors is just the group that needs to be led us to go back to win the championship or to get back to the state championship to go win.
Yeah, TJ, what do you think of your running back Jarvis Newton? Isn't he underrated statewide going into senior year, Jarvis Newton?
Yes, sir. I think Jarvis is very underrated. But his senior year, he's definitely going to wake a lot of people up.
What do you think of Dalen Hammond being the other receiver? He's going to step it up now that Colbert graduated. But what do you think of Hammond's ability to help with you at wide receiver?
Dalen is a dog. That's my best friend. When Dalen gets on, it's crazy. It's like we feed off each other. So he makes the play, I'm making the play. So I feel like a breakout senior.
You told me you fired up about the young quarterback. You said even though Jude Barton has graduated, who was one of the best, you said the young quarterback's got a chance to be just as good. Isn't that right? Tell everybody the young quarterback that's probably going to – he's a big guy too.
Yes, sir. Joe Borderline, he's a lefty, and that's my guy right there. We work out quite some often time to get the connection for what we need next year.
So who do you think will be the competition to play next year? Do y'all have West Monroe on your schedule next year? West Monroe?
Yes, sir. They're in district.
And y'all had a chance to finally, y'all went 7-2. Y'all lost some games because of COVID. It was a crazy year, but isn't it going to be great to finally probably have a 10-game schedule, TJ?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. COVID was when we set up for those 2 weeks. It's like the heat, like depressed, but we still had that fire. Come back off those 2 weeks. People think you're going to get still as dominant. Well, so when we came back, had it on our mind, back strong.
We kind of losing you going in and out on us, TJ. You might want to speak into the phone there, but we kind of lost you there. But tell everybody, because you were going out. But what is? Can you mention your quarterback again? Because they didn't. I think you went out on us.
Yes, sir. Joe. Joe's gonna be a stud when he his junior season.
So, what's the chances of winning the state championship? What do you think? Y'all gonna give it all you got again? Obviously, coming back this coming season.
Yes, sir. I think we have a very high possibility to go back to the state championship and win. We got some cats coming up that was a sophomore. That's gonna be juniors this year, and I think they're gonna help out a big part of on our team.
Yeah. Who do you really like going against the most? What high school? Is there a team that really gets you pumped more than other ones?
Definitely West Monroe. West Monroe always been to me, it's always been a rival just because it's always a battle going against them for the past 2 years that I've been in high school. It's definitely West Monroe.
Well, that's a good one, man. They're going to be fight. I mean, I can't wait to go to that game. I think I'm going to go to that one, TJ.
Yes, sir.
Because I know they're going to be in the hunt for a state championship next year too, and so y'all are probably the best two teams in 5A for North Louisiana and on the public school side. Tell everybody your hobbies, man. You got any hobbies outside of basketball and football?
I like to read a lot. I read in my room at nighttime. That's about it. So I just like to read. Watch sports
a lot.
Yes.
And stuff.
Yes, sir.
Now I know Louisiana people would love to see you stay home. I know Baton Rouge, a lot of LSU fans are going to get to know you. But did you learn a lot from Shield Taylor this year with Shield signing with Stanford? Did you see how his recruiting went? Did that teach you anything being a young guy?
Yes, sir. Me and Shield talked about my recruitment the whole season, and we talked about my recruitment when I got my first offer. He was like, just be patient, and they're gonna keep coming. Shield's been helping me a lot, teaching me how recruitment goes and how things move with big schools and how you're gonna get recruited.
Well, I know you mentioned Ohio State and LSU and Texas A&M, but tell everybody who offered you early. Tell everybody, and I know it's real early and you're going to get more, but tell everybody the early offers you have.
Yes, I have Mississippi State, Virginia, Florida State, University of Louisiana Lafayette, and Tulane.
Not bad, man. Those are some good schools. Really good schools. And so you're waiting on the big three, though, huh? Ohio State, LSU, A&M, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, who's your favorite assistant coach that you've talked to? I know we talked about Andre Carter, but is there an assistant coach you enjoy talking to the most from any of these colleges?
I like talking to Coach Mason from Mississippi State. Coach Mason's a cool guy. He's actually from Alexandria. So we talk a lot about the city and what's going on down here.
You ever talk to Jacoby and Guillory, who's at LSU? I know Big Jacob.
Yes, sir. Me and Jacoby keep in touch. He texts me every once in a while, see how I'm doing. I see how he's doing. That's big bro.
You know, he had a crazy injury, before the season because you know him. And then he had a freak injury against Alabama, and he missed the whole year. But I know once he's healthy, Big Jacobian can dominate, can he? I mean, he's a once-in-a-lifetime D tackle once he gets healthy, I think, right?
Yes, sir. Jacobian's dog. He's been that way since we were in middle school together. I remember the middle school game. We was in middle school, and Jacobian just broke through the line with ease, and I was like, yeah, he's going to be a dog when he throws out.
Him and Bud Clark, man. Bud was a heck of a corner there, huh? Bud Clark.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Is anybody stronger than Jacobian? Any the strongest player to ever come out of that school?
Yes, sir. I haven't seen nobody yet that's been stronger than Jacobian.
He benched what he squat, like 600 pounds or something like that?
I think it's 700.
Golly. Like a truck, man. And I know he benched close to 400, if not 4. He was close.
Yes, sir.
Well, TJ, man, I enjoyed you being on. I know you're busy. You play basketball. You're getting ready for football. But tell everybody about basketball. What do you think y'all can do in basketball?
Starting this week, we're on the playoffs. We're in the playoffs. We're on our playoff run. But I think in basketball, we can go back to back with the state championship. We won last year, and we for sure, if we lock in, stay focused, we can for sure win this year.
Y'all got a lot of height. I hadn't had a chance to see the basketball team, but I know you're 6'4". But are you the tallest?
Yes,
are you the tallest guy, or y'all got any guys taller?
We have a kid named Noah Johnson. He's a 6'4". He can put the ball on the ground. He can shoot it very well. We have another forward. He's 6'4". His name is Mitchell Easley. He can put it on the floor. Very aggressive. We have a guard that's 6'3", Rakai Williams. Rakai's a dog. He can put it on the floor. He got mad. He can jump out the roof at the gym.
Huh. Y'all got some dogs on that team, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's good, man. I mean, back to back. So you've already won a state championship with basketball. That's great.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Who's the next opponent in the playoffs for Ash for basketball?
This Friday we play Chalmette at 6.
Okay. Yeah, they got a good team. It's going to be interesting. Look, man, I hope y'all win that game. And as soon as you get done with basketball, you'll be getting ready for spring football, obviously. And look, man, I'm a huge fan of your game. I really mean it, TJ, when I say that you could be a national 100 player like Brian Thomas, who signed with LSU from Walker. And you need to watch Brian's film. Y'all look just alike, TJ. Check out Brian.
Yes,
check out Brian Thomas from Walker, the one that signed with LSU this year. Y'all look. I mean, same build, same speed, same everything, man. I think he was a basketball guy too. At Walker.
Yes, sir.
He played with Jalen Cook, who's now on the LSU basketball team. Jalen Cook's a freshman guard. I don't know if you've kept up with basketball. You watched some college basketball too?
Yes, sir. I watched Brian and Jalen play in the semifinals last year against Bonneville. That game was crazy.
Oh.
Brian and Jalen went off.
Man, that was a great game, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
What do you think with Duke being down this year, North Carolina and Kentucky in basketball? Isn't that kind of crazy?
Yes, sir.
Are you Are you fans of those schools, or you just kind of like can't believe they're all losing right now? Those big programs. I
just can't believe they're all losing. They've been big 3 programs for the past 5 years.
Yeah, Kansas is down too. Kansas is okay, but they're usually dominating too. And even Florida's not having a good year, and probably LSU's shocking people right now. They're actually coming on. They scored. Did you see them score 105 points on Auburn?
No, sir. I actually haven't saw that.
Have y'all ever scored 100 points in a game in high school?
No, sir. We've been close one time. We scored 99.
Okay. It's hard to get 100 points, isn't it?
Yeah, that's hard in 8 minutes before quarter.
Yeah, man. But look, TJ, best of luck to you. I'm going to end the show right now, but don't hang up. Everybody go to our website, lafootballmagazine.com. I hope you enjoyed TJ. Theron TJ Johnson from Alexandria High School, as they say in Alexandria, Ash High School, home of Craig Nall and Jacoby and Guillory and so many great players over the years. DJ Chark, who I know you're a big fan of, and then soon to be TJ Johnson will be joining that group pretty soon. TJ, good luck to you, man, and we're going to be watching you every game this coming year. I watched you 3 games this year, number 11, and I hope y'all can get another ring in basketball and then get that first football ring, okay? And Coach Bachman, as you know, hard work is why you got to the state title game as a team, and I know that y'all work hard. And
yes, sir.
But good luck to you, man. You're a great kid, and thanks for taking the time, and good luck in the playoffs this week, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. That was TJ Johnson, Theron TJ Johnson. We'll see you on Friday. Be sure to check our Friday show out, and we've got another great guest as usual. It'll either be a recruit, I'll leave it as a surprise, or a big-name former NFL player or coach. We'll see you on Friday.
Thanks for listening to the Sports Scouting Report podcast with Lee Brecheen.